is ready for my departure. Place the seal after I have passed through the shining path, and all my magics will cease to exist on this mortal plane.
All your magics?
Goodbye, Jaken.
I contend that it is my right to attend this gathering. I am your son.
I make no secret of it. You are my son.
Bastard son.
And what made you come and bother us this time?
I think it's greed. Don't tell me you have no expectations concerning my father's fortune.
I have no need of my father's money, but I would not mind his company occasionally. A man deserves to know his family.
Man? You're a 16-year-old half-breed, and you call yourself a man?
Now, David. If you weren't my brother, I'd see if that big sword of yours is as sharp as your tongue. Just think of the embarrassment that would cause you if a baby half-breed could make a big boy like you beg for mercy.
Don't make me use this long sword.
You wear a mighty rig, but I'll predict you are no swordsman. Even now, you squeeze the handle so tightly that you'll probably give yourself a blister.
Enough! We are not here to argue. The pig hunt is indeed a Legrès family tradition. I will teach you three brothers, as your grandfather taught Richard and I. The wild boar is a most noble opponent.
Lad, be still! We thought you dead.
We found your family not long ago.
Did you find my father? Is he hurt? We had quite a scare last night.
How could you not know, sir? They're dead. All three.
Wake up, Copper. It is time for you to be going.
Mistress Dawn, I thank you for your care. Have you figured out what attacked us?
Creatures from between the dimensions have escaped from a seam.
Creatures?
Rift hounds. Great slobbering beasts. They usually exist only in the chaotic gaps between dimensions. I fear they have stolen your soul.
I don't understand. I feel fine now.
Of course you feel fine. You are immortal, for the time being. Your soul is missing, but I have applied a spiritual ward which will guard you from death until you can seek out and recover it. But you'll need to move quickly. I can't maintain your ward forever.
How can I get my soul back? Where can I find these hounds?
You cannot follow into the gap, but perhaps you could look for your soul in the portal world. You should go to the caves and seek the Drauracle too. If he is still there, he may know.
Then that's what I'll do. I will seek the Drauracle in his caves.
There's more you must know. With your father gone and your brothers too, you are now the only heir to the Kingdom of Gladstone. But there are powerful forces within the Keep who believe that you killed your father deliberately in order to advance more closely to the throne. They may clamor for your head. I will speak to Richard when he returns, but in the meanwhile, I'd not press the issue here. And join a guild for God's sake. A man your age needs the skills a guild can teach. Here's a scroll which describes the three guilds. Choose one and quickly is my advice.
Sorry to hear of your loss, young master.
Thank you. And you are?
Samuel, my lord. I was a great friend of your father's, and I know this is not your fault.
Hurry, Copper.
Well, goodbye then. Thank you both.
This pig hunt is indeed a Legrès family tradition. I will teach you, as your grandfather taught your father and I. The wild boar is a most noble opponent, and only by the most diligent effort can he be brought to bay.
How did you get in here?
I understand my uncle is here, and I'm going to see him. Somebody has to tell him about these portals. The leaking from these other dimensions could destroy the kingdom.
I'm sorry. Eric, whom you claim as your supposed father, was a great citizen, but that does not give every bastard claimant the right to barge in here and disturb His Highness. Besides, a more credible rumor says your so-called portals are nothing more than the work of the ever-present sorcerers of the Dark Army. And if then we are about to again go to war, we do not have time to explore every strange phenomenon that some farmer saw.
Jeron!
Yes, my liege?
Is that my nephew Copper I hear out there?
He was just leaving, sire.
Nonsense! Send him in.
2 minutes. And don't bother him with your wild theories about other dimensions.
Copper, please come in. Don't mind Jeron. He's just jealous of the time these many audiences take.
No problem there, but there are some other things I'm hoping to discuss with you.
Oh, and before I forget, my condolences on your loss. You and I are the only surviving members of the Legray clan now, you know.
Yes, well, they were all your relatives, too. My condolences to you, sir, on the loss of your brother and nephews.
Thank you. Eric was more than a brother. He was a special friend to me.
About those portals. I've talked to the Drauracle, and he says I've got to find the missing broken pieces of his Shining Path mirror in order to close the portals that are leaking into our dimension.
The Drauracle has always been confusing. Perhaps your interpretation is in error.
Have you talked to Dawn?
No, I've not had the opportunity since my return to Gladstone.
I think she'll support me on this portal thing. This is a very dangerous phenomenon, and I'd think Gladstone would like to help save itself.
I wish it were that simple, Copper. I don't just sit up here and decide each day what we should do. Gladstone's actions are planned, discussed, and acted upon with the full assent and cooperation of all the various administrators and governmental functionaries. Any action must be discussed beforehand.
Well, could you discuss it with whomever then and hurry up? I really do think we're in some horrible danger here.
Discuss it we will, Copper. I have a few more issues to handle here now, then I'll get Dawn and Jeron to fill me in on the details. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
I really do appreciate your kindness toward me, but please, sir, the more urgency you can summon, the better.
Well, since you are my nephew, I suppose I will take what you are saying seriously. I'll spread the word to assemble the army, just in case.
Thank you, sire. And Gladstone also will thank you for being prepared.
Sire, are you through? We do have pressing business.
I suppose you're right. Well, goodbye for now, Copper, but return soon. I'll prepare the army, but I'd like to be kept abreast of your progress as well.
I will, sir. Thank you.
Come along. I'll show you out. You've had your meeting with the king. Now get out!
Copper, you were right. The Dark Army was not our principal threat. These strange legions are overwhelming us. We have not trained to fight these new creatures.
Are you injured badly? Let me see what I can do for you.
No, Brother Josiah and Mistress Dawn have both been here, and are returning soon. They will treat my wounds. You must continue your work of closing the portals. We cannot long survive if further corruption and new infestations plague us.
There's only one shard still missing, but I'm not sure what else will be required after that.
You must press on. Here, take this writ, show it to Jeron, and he will give you access to my private library and armory. Please avail yourself of anything you need. Have Jeron also issue you with any funds that you may require for equipping yourself.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your support in this matter.
It is Gladstone that appreciates your efforts, nephew. The fragile line that you patriots have so frequently drawn in the sand is all that separates Gladstone from the abyss. Without your kind, we would have packed up the tents long ago, and Gladstone would be remembered only as a wide spot in the forest. The deeds of heroes are tempered in the flames of time, and produce the legends that encourage us all in troubled times. The odds are against us today, but who would consider surrender while the memory of our great past lives on? Who among us could say that Kieran's efforts were in vain? Who here today will be the first to say that Sir Vincent and his noble steed might as well have left their lonely post? Can anyone so quickly forget the deeds of Luther? The answer is no, and will always be no, during peace or times of hardship and adversity. For as long as the deeds of our heroes shine brightly and illuminate the path before us, Gladstone will live on, strong and proud. So go now, Copper, and carry forward the future of our nation on your broad and most worthy shoulders. Any news of copper?
No, my lord. I fear the worst.
They tell me Gladstone is saved, and that we should rejoice. It is a cruel price that we pay for the victory, having once again cast our best before the flames. Could not the blood of our valiant warriors have been better used? Would not their friendships have enriched us all? And would not their full lives have improved our land in many other ways? But it is not to be. We did not win today. We did not save Gladstone. Today we lost what Gladstone might have been.